Sony made a new home console, but it's not called the PlayStation 5. It's the PlayStation 4 Pro, and it's bigger and faster than the regular PS4. It has double the graphics power, it's got a faster CPU, faster RAM, and this gives developers a lot more power to play with, but it's up to them how they use it. Sony's big emphasis is 4K, and the games I've played in 4K really do look sharp. But 4K is 4 times the pixels of 1080p, and the PS4 Pro is only twice as fast as the regular PS4. That means there's some fudging involved to bring the typical 1080p game up to 4K. While the number of pixels on screen might be stunning, it's hard to call the graphics revolutionary. You know what I mean? Like sharp is not the same thing as photorealistic. Of course, this happens every time we get a new console. It takes developers a while to take advantage of all the new power that's available to them. I'm guessing eventually we'll get PS4 Pro games that look way better than regular PS4 games, but those titles are not here right now. Unfortunately, unlike the Xbox One S, the PlayStation 4 Pro does not play 4K Blu-rays. It has 4K Netflix, 4K YouTube, but Sony seems mostly focused on games. And in my experience, 4K games do look a lot better on a 4K TV than the typical 4K film or TV show. And that's mostly just due to compression because you're streaming these shows over the internet. And this game is right here, and it's sharp, and you see all the pixels. It's not all about 4K, thankfully, because not everybody has a 4K TV. Some games will have improved frame rates or better graphics at 1080p, and some games you'll even be able to choose whether you want a better frame rate or better graphics. But again, it's all up to the developers, and this is kind of going to be a niche console, so they might not put in the time to give you all those options. The PS4 Pro isn't supposed to be a new console. It's compatible with all the games and accessories, even PlayStation VR. Everything that works with the PS4 is going to work with the Pro. And also, any game that comes out that's PS4 Pro enhanced will work just fine on the PS4. But I can't help but feel that the Pro is a new generation with all the promise and pitfalls of any new console. There are few titles that take advantage of all the horsepower. There's a lot of headroom, and it's big and expensive like a new console. It's $399 while the regular PS4 is only $299. If you don't have a 4K TV or don't obsess over graphics, you're probably safe to skip over the PS4 Pro. But if you want the absolute best graphics that are available on a home console this year, as marginal as that advantage is, the PS4 Pro is your best choice. But Sony seems mostly focused on gaming, and in my experience, 4K games look way better than 4K film and television, especially 4K film and television that's been compressed and streamed over the internet, which is the only thing that the PlayStation 4 Pro can play